The abandoned steel property owner by ArcelorMittal remains a significant impediment to the economic development in Weirton. As mayor, do you believe you can have any impact on helping to get this property released from Arcelor so it can be redeveloped? If so, please explain in detail.
I don't think you're going to have much impact because of the value of the scrap that's involved. I worked in the steel business for a long time. I was a sales manager, general manager when I retired. I dealt with scrap dealers during my career. I dealt with a lot of people in the valley. And when the mill was going bankrupt, they were willing to sell it for $250 million. And I talked to 4 or 5 investors in the city and said, listen guys, you got the money, I got the idea. Let's buy the mill. It's worth $4 billion in scrap. $4 billion. And it'll take us 25 years to scrap it down. Well, they didn't do it. And 4 years later, they came to me and said, Bubba, you were right. Because that's all they're doing. They're going to run the mill until they don't need the scrap anymore. Right now, scrap value is way down, so they're sitting on it. As the scrap value goes up, they're going to start cranking up. You see how much of the open hearth and all that is gone? And they're gradually taking it out. They've taken out the caster and a few things out of the BOP, and they'll be looking to take that down. So once it's down, and it'll take a number of years before it gets down, you might get an opportunity to market the property. You might.
Repeat the question,
Yes,
please.
The abandoned steel property owner by ArcelorMittal remains a significant impediment to the economic development in Weirton. As mayor, do you believe you can have any impact on helping to get this property released from Arcelor so it can be redeveloped? If so, please explain.
Okay, I don't want to be derogatory at all, and what I'm going to say is the truth. 4 years ago, when I became mayor, I got involved with all the principals that were looking at to purchase the ArcelorMittal property for development. 4 years ago, the ArcelorMittal property, or then ISG, was $18 million. A group of leaders in the city went to Chicago to find out that it's just $18 million. 2 years later, the same group and myself met with some of the state senators and U.S. senators to ask for their help to find out that $18 million became $28 million. Just 6 months ago, we met with the BDC only to find out that Mittal is saying that the property is worth $42 million and they may have a buyer. Do you want to make an offer? Well, I was born at night, but not last night. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that the silver cloud is going to say, okay, fine, here's $50 million, take it. Personally, I would like to look elsewhere. I've never worked in Weirton Steel. I've spent all my life in retail. I think there's a potential of something else to grow in Weirton. As we speak, I hope something should happen with the ArcelorMittal property. I don't foresee it. Am I pursuing it with the leaders of our community? Yes, I am. I would love to see it happen, but I'm a realist, and for now, I'm pursuing other parts of our city for economic growth.